Hey beautifuls, it is me, Tanisha Davis, here with the Fun and Budget Act. I should close that door to decrease some of the noise. 1 second. Okay, all right. My alarm telling me that the door is closed. We are here to talk about the October budget review. Now, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, this budget right here has done the most. The first thing that we know is that for the month of October, I actually participated in a budget takeover where Rochelle Adamson Budgets and her husband Micah did my budget. And in turn, I did their budget. Now, the idea was to actually abide by their budget as best as possible. So in this video, we are going to talk about, was I able to stick to their budget or did we go astray? And if we So yes, right now we're going to talk about what had happened was, that's what I'm going to name this video. What had happened was, y'all, in the month of October, if you take a look at this piece of paper, on this side of the paper is what I had projected to have happened. And then on this side of the paper is what actually happened. If it's highlighted in pink, I did better. And if it's highlighted in blue, it means I did worse or it wasn't budgeted at all. Let's talk about it. For the month of October, I said that I would bring home $12,255. This is the take-home pay. This is after taxes. This is after deductions. This is what would hit my bank account, okay? I actually did better, but not for reasons that you may suspect. I had $18,300 in my bank account. But this is how it worked out. Now, it's highlighted in pink, and that is because when I did some of the math, I actually made $14,800, right? The reason why it's $18,300 is because I actually had to give myself my own loan from my savings account of $3,500. But if we take away that $3,500, that gives us $14,800, and that is why it's highlighted pink. Not because of the whole $18,000, because again, I loaned it. I loaned myself some money to make ends meet, guys. The reason why it was $14,800 is because this is October, and so the Social Security taxes has stopped being taken out of my checks somewhere in the month, and that is the FICA. Some of you may know it as FICA, the taxes that they put for retirement, the Social Security retirement. They can only do so much every single year, and once you reach that money actually gets put back into your paycheck. So I'm at the point where the money is back in my paycheck now. And then I also had gotten a refund. A bank refunded me some money, and I'm going to make a whole nother video about that, but that was $1,083. And then I also received back a state refund from my taxes, and that was $1,191. So that's where we get this $14,800. And then again, I had to loan myself some money, and I did $3,500 just to make some ends meet. So let's talk about it. Of the money, the $18,300, here's what I did. I had said $720 was going to go to gifts, and actually $779 went to gifts. HOA, $97. The gas bill, I said $25, and it came in a little higher at $32. Electricity bill, I said $175, and it came in a little lower at $170. Cell phone, and this is for 3 phones on my plan, $194. The internet, $85. Security systems for 2 homes, $120. And Easy Pass, I had set aside $25, and that was actually $0 because I did not take the toll road as often. Insurances, and this is for 2 cars as well as somebody else's insurance that I pay. I said $159 and it came in at $162. The lawn service, I said $120, but I went ahead and I paid for October's lawn as well as November's lawn, and that came to $240. Personal property taxes, and that is for my vehicles. I said $360 and it was pretty close at $357. Now, this is why I had to loan myself some money. This next one right here. That is, I did my taxes in the month of October, and I actually had a tax bill that I owed to the federal government. And that tax bill came in at $4,196. Now, what I love is that I was able to actually pay that bill, that I had the money. I didn't have to do a payment plan or take on any more penalties than I already had to pay. And so that is the reason why I loaned myself the $3,500. And that was just to be on the safe side because I wasn't sure about how much I would need at the time. So I just transferred $3,500 to my account so that I could cover that bill in full. So that is paid, $4,196. Then we had some car stuff at $51, and that is for my license, and I also had to get my car inspected. Amazon Prime came in, around $120, so it came in at $119. Bank of America credit card fee, $95. American Express Gold credit card fee, $250. And if you're wondering, is the American Express Gold card worth it? Check out the Eye in the Sky, where I give you the pros and cons of carrying this credit card and paying the annual fee associated. Business stuff, $1,107. And this is blue because, again, a lot of these things were unexpected. I had a shortage on my P.O. box. I had to pay a late fee for that. I had to buy some supplies, some subscriptions I took on, and I also signed up and paid for a class. And that is what that hefty bill covers. Groceries. Now, here, Rochelle and Micah gave me some numbers. They gave me $200 in groceries, and I actually only spent $110. A big part of that is because I am now doing Every Plate, a meal box subscription service, and actually, you might see some food over there. Hold on, let me get my finger lined up. Over there, right there. That's my food. I made Every Plate yesterday for dinner, and that is sausage chicken risotto, which was so good and so flavorful. But that is actually 3 meals because I made it yesterday. I ate it for dinner. Then I ate some more for lunch today, and I'm full. So that's what's left, and that probably will be dinner again tonight. If you are interested in knowing about Every Plate and getting $20 off to try a box, check out the Eye in the Sky. Also, I have a referral code below, and that's what will get you the $20 off of your first box, okay? And then I will also receive $20 in return off of one of my future boxes. So check that out. But that's what kept my bill so low, of $110 out of the possible $200. And then restaurants, they gave me $100 that I could spend anywhere except for McDonald's. And guys, I did it. I did not go to McDonald's at all for the month of October. Today is November 10th, and I've been to McDonald's once. Since they gave me this challenge, and even up to now, like in November, I've been once. And that's because I was thirsty. So sad. I was thirsty and I wanted to just go do somebody's drive-thru. So I went through the McDonald's drive-thru to get a Coke because I was really craving a soda. So yeah, for the restaurants, they gave me $100 and I spent $53. Household miscellaneous, they gave me $100 and I spent $54. Fun miscellaneous, they gave me a whole $300, guys. And I tried. I was like, I wanted to rent Mulan for $30. That was null and void because the person's account who I use had already rented it. And I wanted to, I don't know what I wanted to do, but everything I wanted to do, it ended up being a non-factor. So I did ultimately spend $147, and $125 of that was because me and my family, me, my mom, my sister, my grandmother, and my son went out to eat, and I paid the bill, and that was $125. Subscription services, and this is for Netflix, and this is for YouTube Premium, $25. Hair, this was not on the original budgeted list. I had $200 that I carried over from the previous month, but on top of that, I spent an additional $118 for hair out of this budget. Nails, I spent $85. Eyelashes, I said $110, and I did a little bit better at $90. Now, here's the other place where I strayed. And again, it's because I had these big bills that came in. And those bills, again, were my over $4,000 tax bill, as well as some business expenses that I took on. So they set aside $634 for the Baltic Seas cruise that I'm going to be taking. And I actually set aside nothing, $0 for that, because as somebody in my comments has said, it just wasn't a good idea for me to give the cruise line more money, because with everything up and down and cruises being canceled, I just didn't want to play the game of having to have them refund me more money than necessary if it came to that. So I'm going to pay them on time for the payment plans that they set in place. Like when they say the next payment due is $1,000 or whatever, I'm going to pay that when the time comes, rather than sending them extra money up front, or even setting aside extra money up front, because even to set aside the money, it's going to be sitting in my savings account. So it's just no big deal for me. But like I said, I would have stuck to this plan had these other things not popped up. New Zealand, they said $1,191 for New Zealand, and I only did $900 for New Zealand, and that is the amount of money that I had to put down for the cruise. That was the minimum for a cruise and a seminar that I'm taking. And there's no judgment in that. That's why it's not highlighted blue or pink. Orlando, I did pay for an Orlando trip, and I owed $70 more for that, and so I paid that. It's blue because it was unbudgeted. I didn't necessarily plan to do that. HSA, $231. That's for the house spending account, house savings account. 401k, $2,250. Savings, they set aside $500 for savings, and I actually put back $2,131 into my savings. And again, that is not highlighted pink, because essentially all I was doing was putting back what I didn't spend from the money that I pulled from savings. So remember, in the income, this memory card's about to be full. In the income, I pulled $3,500. Okay, we're back. So as I was saying, I basically was repaying myself back. So the $3,500, I probably didn't need to move as much into there. So I wanted to pay as much back as possible. And so that $2,131 is what I was able to repay my bank account. So essentially what that means is at the end of the day, I borrowed $1,369 from my savings account. Mortgage, $2,582. And then the extra mortgage payment, they had set aside for $1,402, and I was able to pay an additional $1,400 to my mortgage. And this, guys, was my budget for the month of October. This is an every dollar budget. Every single dollar that I brought into the month is accounted for, and everything is reconciliated. And this is what my money said about me for the month of October. It said, well, I think the main thing it said was, girl, regardless what happens, you can handle your business. Regardless of what happens financially, regardless of what pops up, you can handle your business. Because A, you plan for it by putting money in your savings, and B, you just been planning for it in your whole life by making sure that you was able to have employment that paid a good deal of money. I made a lot of sacrifices in my younger days to get where I am today. So that's what that is, guys. I'm happy about it. This is my October budget review. I'm Tinesha. This is Fun and Budget. I would love if you would join the family if you're not already a member, so please subscribe. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up and talk to me in the comments below about anything. If you have any questions, if you have any observations, if you have any suggestions, talk to me because I like talking back. Until the next video, guys. Peace.